Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lapis Dragon. That is not my usual intro. Today we are going to be ranking randomly generated Tf2 weapons. I also realized I forgot to get the generator up. Great blue Tf2 generator.
The triple treat box.
Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted. So we're gonna be ranking 21 of these. Yeah, we're gonna be watching 21. Not watching, we're gonna be ranking 21 of the weapons from completely broken, meaning why are you not using this? It's just better in every situation. Quality, these are the best quality weapons. They have a clear use. They fit a play style. They're just good. A weapon. A weapon is somewhere between an 8 out of 10 and a 4 out of 10. Situational, that's like, it's only good in this, it can be good, but only in this really specific situation. Completely useless is just, like, it doesn't do anything, it's just not good. There's no reason to use it. And then there's actively hurts the user, which just means it's like, using this will actively make you worse. So without further ado, let's look at our first weapon. Yeah, I forgot to say we're going to be doing 21 weapons. So the one that you get when you just load, the one that I got when I just loaded up the website, we are using the Team Fortress 2 weapon generator by Deathwood, by the way, is a new bow for the sniper. Regenerates 1 health points per second, less health, 75 damage, so 10 less health, a lot more explosive vulnerability, 75 damage, and you can't hit buildings. And this one just seems fine, I guess. Like, how much health is... I'm not quite a TF2 expert, so TF2 Sniper health. Okay, no, that's good. It's just probably not gonna be a lot. Minus 75 damage to buildings isn't really gonna come and affect much, because, I mean, if you're a sniper with a bow, from my experience, you only use the sniper bow when you want to, actually get up close and be a little more viable. Because, I mean, outside of that, you just use the sniper rifles. And explosive damage vulnerability is okay. Generates 1 health point per second, that isn't a lot. Because I think with this build, the sniper has like 150. Actually, it is good because that's like, while you're running away, you're slowly healing up over time. So, you know what? This first one is getting put in a weapon. Like, it's not bad. It's just like it's just completely average. It's like a 6 out of 10. New knife for the sniper. Guaranteed mini crit and players marked for death. What is that? What does it mean? What does it mean to be marked for death in Tf2? Marking for death is a shout that drains the health and damages the arm, making okay, so like if you manage to hit them, so if you manage to hit them, you know, what was I gonna say? If you manage to hit them, it damages them a lot. It's also less firing speed on, or actually a much bigger firing speed on wearer. So, like you can get, so I, so I assume that, so sometimes when you load up this thing, it goes, what was I gonna say? Yeah, sometimes when you load up this thing, it says firing speed while deployed or on wearer. So I assume while having this new kukri, having this new knife, like you basically immediately you basically don't have to reload when you're sniping with a sniper rifle. So you can like insta head, so you can just go headshot after headshot with this, and you know 15 max health is nice. Minus 40 melee range. Okay. Melee already doesn't have a lot of range, so you really gotta guarantee damage when players mark for death. Oh wait, no. That's like actually not very useful. So really, it's the plus 85 firing speed. That's good. Okay, 100% fall damage vulnerability and 40 melee range while deployed. I mean, the less melee range means like you're not gonna be. Sorry, it means you're not gonna be able to use this a lot because I mean, like, you know, melee weapons already have a short range, and the kukri, or it's gonna call it the sniper knife. The sniper knives already have a shorter range, so it's just not good. And the fall damage vulnerability is fine, I guess. You know, it means you can't get away as often. You know, just for that firing speed, I'm gonna put it above the 0. New shotgun for the heavy and soldier. 10 max health and fall damage resistance, which like isn't very useful. 80 plus 80% melee damage vulnerability on wearer. So actually, oh yeah, this is the problem with this generator. Like it'll add max health, and then in the cons it'll subtract max health. So it's just kind of weird. And then less clip size. So basically you have less ammo, 25 less health, you take a lot more damage from melee things, and the only thing you get out of this is fall damage resistance, which isn't, and 25% isn't good, completely useless. New shotgun for the pyro. Guaranteed mini crit damage on parachuting players, no random crits, arrow vulnerability, and accuracy. I mean, like, I think this can solidly go into useless too, because only when somebody is if somebody is parachuting, you're never going to actually find a situation where that's useful. Uh, Arrow damage vulnerability on wearer, and you're not going to get any random crits, and then arrow damage vulnerability. I mean, like I said earlier with that first one, no one uses the bows on sniper anyways, unless they're trying to make sniper less useful. Because like everyone has a short ranged, every character has a short ranged gun. It's how it works. And there's accuracy while deployed, so you're not going to be able to hit anything anyways with a parachute and a shotgun. Yeah, two. I think like it's not completely useless, but it's just like there's gonna never be a situation where you're actually going, to need to use this. Like very rarely, if you're really close to somebody in a parachute. New axe for the pyro. So, dang it. So, fire damage resistance, less healing, minus 10 max health. Why? Like, it's very rare that you're gonna come into a pyro duel. And, like, 30 bonus healing. Bonus healing, I believe, means, like, healing from health crates and stuff like that. This weapon just isn't that good. I think it's just good to put this into completely useless. New pistol for Scout and Engineer. On kill inflicts knockback, so it's gonna push them back. 50 on wearer. 100% mini crit damage resistance while deployed, and then guaranteed critical hit on players marked for death. Weapons? What does weapon switch mean? 40 critical damage, 15 max health, speed. So in exchange for having, like, in exchange for taking more damage from crits, you have a little less health and a little less movement speed. You will push things back. You push push your enemies back, and then basically immediately wait a minute. Wait, these two cancel each other out, so it's just minus 50 max health and 2 movement speed. Actually, I think calling this one quality is too good. It's like, of course. Yeah, that's better. So it's just plus 40 minute. So you take a lot less damage from crits. You can deal crits on players marked for death, which I think is a little situational. And you move stuff and you switch to other weapons faster. I mean, it's good. Not good. Let's put it up. Let's just put it in a weapon. Great. Great. No, it's great. It's the Grady tier now. A new pistol for the Scout. Let's see. Its bonuses are environmental damage, resistance, so that's like falling, I guess? I don't know what that is. Regenerate 2 health points per second. Okay, I should go to Scout. And then plus 5 max health. Alright, the dog is making really weird noises. 80% crit damage and then 30% bullets per shot on wearer. Yeah, I would definitely put this in the great tier. Greaty tier. Because you regenerate a lot of health. And like, Scout is already good at using the health he has to do a lot. So just having more health, just having passive health income, I guess is the best way to describe it. Really benefits him. In like 30% pellets per shot on wearer. Pellets per shot. What does that mean? I feel like that's something that should be obvious to me, but I just don't know what it is. Crit damage vulnerability. I mean, like, it's hard to hit a scout anyways, if they know what they're doing, so that's not really gonna matter. And then pelts per shot, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Oh, I guess that means it's like... Oh. Yeah, scout uses on wearer. So that applies to whenever he's doing anything. Right, because Scout uses a scatter gun, which is a shotgun. And it scatters its pelt, so it just... Shotgun has to be a little more exact. I would definitely, yeah, still put this greatly. Because, you know, just benefits Scout. Syringe for the medic. Regenerate 2 health points per second. Arrow damage resistance. Projectile speed, max health. I would definitely put this in a weapon. You know, the projectile speed doesn't really matter because it's the syringe gun. Kinda sucks. The bullets already move slowly, so, you know, isn't really doing much. Arrow damage resistance is never gonna come into play, but you know, anything that regenerates your health points and lets you live a little longer is good. I wouldn't put in Grady. Here is my 7. I forgot to put the 7 in here. Shoot. Uh, Let's just pretend that first one we generated didn't exist, and this is, the 0 just stands for 7 now. That's just a fact of life. Deal with it. Sorry. Problem with this weapon generator is that stuff like this happens. Like, what? What? That's not a pro. That's less max health. Why would that be like a good thing? Jump height never comes into play. Firing rate, the grenade launcher already has a good firing rate, so it's just like you can just keep hitting those grenades, and then on hit restores player to full health. So as long as there's like a big crowd of people and have good aim, you just can't die. You'll always be dealing damage. Radius damage, too, actually. Yeah, this one's definitely going in Grady. I wouldn't say there's no reason to use anything else, but, like, as long as, screw it, completely broken. Yeah, because as long as you can hit, if you have good aim, it's just like you can't die unless everything hits you at once, and you just can't shoot fast enough, which, because of that fire rate, I don't play because of that. New pistol for the scout and engineer. So guarantee mini crits on display. Oh, so this thing just gives you mini crits essentially. So basically, if you think you, I already use pistols as kind of like my scout checking weapons because they reload because they fire instantly, and like if you hit something, you can just see it. So if you suspect someone's a scout, you can just delete them. And then when you kill somebody with this, and then when you kill that scout, you can like rush in with the scout's speed to just, go and get in some good damage. I would definitely put this in Grady. Yeah, definitely Grady. New knife for the spy. On the backstab cloaks the victim's corpse. What? I assume that just makes the corpse invisible. Ooh. Ooh, that could actually be good. That could be good, because if makes the cloak's victim's corpse means... Does that mean that scream sound effect whenever one of them dies? You can just, like, try to pull off a bunch of backstabs on a party. Or a big dog. Big group. That could be very, very beneficial for, like, killing out an annoying group of people. 65 plus 65 bleed damage resistance. You never use bleed damage at all. But obviously the cons of this are melee damage vulnerability, minus 50 max health, 10 weapon switch on wear. Okay, so I can see this, like, so it's basically the idea is you can't defend yourself at all. I think the spy already has like 70 health or something like that. So you basically die instantly to anything, but in exchange, you can keep. So you're very much a glass cannon. I like that. I'm gonna put this above 9, above our last one. This is good. Probably a pretty obvious trade off. I think this weapon generator, it's good for making concepts if you can find a good weapon actually. But don't use this in your actual. If Valve ever needs an idea for a weapon, it shouldn't just use the base things. Guarantee mini crit damage on overhealed players. Okay. If you aren't aware, in Team Fortress 2, the medic can heal you past your actual health, so it can overheal you. Like this says. You'll just have more health. And then, so with this shield, what? Oh, it's a shield. Can you damage? Wait, can you use shields to damage people in TF2? This charge allows the opponent. Okay. So, I mean, the charge already does a lot of damage. So if you come in contact with like a really annoying heavy, you can kind of speed past it and then do a ton of damage on it outright. And then like, deal the rest of the stuff with Demo Man overall. Okay, and then bonus healing. So the cons are less health, fall damage, vulnerability, shield bash damage from wearer. I think this doesn't really work out. You're a lot frailer, and you can't really maneuver very well when you're shielding already. So as long as the player or the guy you're aiming for just shoots you, you, you'll just die. And then fall damage vulnerability doesn't matter. And then on top of that, you do less damage. And then overhealed player, yeah, this is definitely because it just like it only applies to that only really applies when you like really need to take care of an overhealed player. Even then, overhealing goes off always, so it's just kind of bad. Craft. A new sticky bomb launcher, so there's a lot of reload speed. You can fire a lot more, and then guaranteed. Say you, wait. So you can fire a lot of them really quickly. You can lay a lot more of them. The stickies, I mean. Guaranteed critical hits on parachuting players. That doesn't really come in effect very often, but sure. Priming time. I don't know what Tf2 priming time. Okay, this I don't know what that means. And then blast radius. I actually think this one is good. It gives a reload speed on. So basically, I think the idea is it's less you're throwing out explosions that stick to walls, and it's more like you're throwing out very concentrated landmines. Because of that blast radius, and then you can lay a lot more of them, so it's like a minefield, essentially, but you have to manually detonate the mines when people step on them. I think I'll put this in Grady. Just seems like a good weapon. New bone saw for the medic. Bleed damage resistance doesn't do anything. Regenerate 4 health points per second. Firing speed while deployed. It's a it's a it's a saw. Like those that saw kind of saw used to cut wood. But you don't fire it. That's completely useless. Oh, and then guaranteed mini crit on Uber ready players. Uber ready. Uh, Steam community. What is an Uber ready view page? I don't care. What does Uber ready mean? No, whatever, who cares? I just realized this is going to be a very long video. Almost delete the thing there. Guaranteed mini crit damage on Uber ready players? I don't know, it's probably useful. And then regenerates 4 health points per second, explosive damage. Like, I wish there was like it's not a great, it's not a great weapon, but it's not a completely broken one either. It's at 4 health points per second. That's like really good. It's a compromise. So it's just like the biggest problem with the No, I'm just gonna put this in a weapon. New bat for the scout. Guaranteed mini crit and disguise players. Environmental damage resistance. Health point per second and I mean this is really good. For scout at least. Scout already moves really fast, so having that extra 50% basically makes you like some kind of lightning bolt. And then you heal, so it's already really hard to hit you. And just in case you do, you heal 3 points per second. Oh my god. I mean, like, guarantee many credits guys players. That's fine, I guess. Then health, damn it. So, like, you can't really go for wares. I don't think bleed damage ever comes up anytime. Yeah, this is definitely a very overpowered weapon. New sticky bomb. On kill, increase clip size. So what, every time you kill someone with a sticky bomb, you can just lay out more sticky bombs? Okay. And then extra clip size, 3 points per second, guaranteed mini crit on Uber ready players, and then prime time. So basically, if you can get a good chain going where you just keep getting those early pop shot kills, you can just keep firing more stickies and more stickies until you have just a giant minefield, except the mines are actually explosions and not just like death bombs. Okay. Not just like concentrated death zones is the best way. So like if you got enough kills on this, you can have like 15 bombs or like free packets of 5 on one place, and then you just completely destroy a group, like a group all squeezing for the same choke point, and then like you kill 4 of them, and then get 4 more. This is just this deserves to be completely broken. Cause just like imagine covering the entire map in sticky bombs. And yeah, on top of it, you generate 4 health per second. This would be, and then like, oh my god, this would be so dumb. Just feel like a meme weapon they use. Yeah, like just being excited, like, oh yeah, I didn't want to play games. New minigun. So, in exchange for halving your ammo, you regenerate 1 health point per second. Which like over halving your ammo pool size. Ammo pool. Ammo pool. Ammo pool. It's a structure that one can be placed. And I don't know what that means. I'm going to assume that it means that you just have 55% less ammo, which as the heavy would mean you would have like 70 bullets in exchange for regenerating 1 health point per second. That doesn't seem good. That's very situational. That's very much situational. Yeah, very situational. Because like the health points per second is nice, but like it's only good if you're trying to go around corners, get off a few quick 140 damage, and then get away. Like, no, that's not even. That's just completely useless. There's no reason to use it because it's just like what are you gonna do with that? You have 70 bullets and you shoot 1 gun per second. I can't English. You have 70 bullets and then you shoot one. No, you generate 1 health point per second. What? How do you use that? Okay. New bat generates health points per second on hit. Restores player full health. And then weapon switch and then damage. Okay, this is definitely a completely broken weapon. Because like you just have to get up close, which is really easy to scout, and then hit someone. And as long as you keep hitting people, you're never gonna die. And also, even if you don't hit people, you regenerate 2 health points per second. So your only weakness is a spy who can backstab you. Fire down vulnerability is not useful in weapon switch. Why would you ever switch away from this? Completely broken. It's the most broken weapon in the game, I would assume. That's what it becomes. New sword gun, the medic. Player becomes mini crit boosted and then 5 less on hit. Like, it's really easy to hit someone with a syringe gun. So you just go into a crowd and kill people. Yeah, that's definitely broken. You can just become this like a machine. It's like the machine gun of Team Fortress 2. The new turret key marks for death. On hit marks enemy. Marks for death enemy. 40 less health. This sure is a weapon that exists. I mean, like, I'm sure it goes well with one of those other weapons we have that, only kill people. It would go well with the sniper rifle we had earlier that just, like, does damage to people who kill. I mean, like, the 40 max health is bad. Yeah, so I my decision. Flame from player becomes mini crit boosted for 10 seconds. For those who aren't aware, when you hit somebody with a flamethrower, you are hitting them every second. So essentially, as long as you keep hitting someone, you can increase. Ooh, that's really good. Minus 30 max health, self-inflicted damage vulnerability while deployed, air blast cost. So they become a bit more of a glass hand. That's just good. Having extra critical hits on a pyro is really good because you're constantly doing damage. So so if you can get good critical hit odds, you're essentially just doing a ton of damage to a crowd. And this is on hit. Like, not on kill, on hit. Completely broken. That's so broken. You, you just, you just become this giant death wall. A new medigun for medic, so like a new healing. Oh, this looks actually really good. So you regenerate 3 health points per second. I've already explained why that's good. Medic is frail, and it's also really good because I believe this means that yeah, when you you can Uber charge. Normally, when you Uber charge someone, it just makes them invulnerable. But with this one, it makes them have major bonuses. Boost, which is really good on like a pyro or a heavy. Good to kill them. Bleed air, this doesn't really matter. Jump height, and it's well, and then so it's just kind of Rest of these are But health points are made for boosted. Goes together really well. Then the mini crit damage vulnerability while deployed, and then weapon switch on wear, so you're a lot more susceptible to mini crits. Whoop whoop de doo. Mini crits are rare. Yeah, this is definitely going up here in broken tier. And that brings us to the end of the video. Took a long time, 43 minutes, but I had a blast. We've had some really bad weapons and some real. I did not expect the completely broken tier to be, the best one, or the tier with the most. I was expecting like a weapon or situational to be the ones, but yeah. I had fun. I hope you had fun. And yeah, bye.